Hi, hello, what's up YouTube fam? So I wanted to make a video today, but I didn't know like what I wanted to make a video about. So I was like, you know what, let me just start making a video and see whatever comes out, comes out. I'm out here doing some journaling and some rewiring of the mind. And today I listened to, I love Alicia Keys, and she was talking about her new book. What was it called? More Myself. It's called More Myself, and I'm just like, I'm in love with it. I can't believe how long it took me to discover this book. Okay, and I love Alicia Keys. She's such a wonderful, soulful woman, you know. And so I wanted to create a video, and I wanted to be called like Soulful Woman. Like, what is it to be a soulful woman in today's age? And then I was like, no, like that's not quite what I want to talk about. And then I started doing my journaling. I started to write a lot of things down. I realized what a negative space my mind has been in, and it's just been focusing on a lot of negative things. So we can talk about how you take your shift from a negative mindset into a more positive mindset, because it's not, you can't positively affirm away your traumas or your negativity. There we go. That's the link. That's going to be the name of the video. You can't, okay? You can wake up and do your I am affirmations. I am this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, da, 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 da. You cannot really begin to change your mind. You cannot really begin to change your limiting beliefs until you begin to get out what your negative beliefs are. This is what I've learned. I've been in the game, self-help game, spiritual game for about 10 years now. Okay, I started very young when I was 18, which to some is like old, like whatever. To me, it's young. But you cannot really begin to change until you get the negative stuff out. As I journal, I see so many things come out that are like such scarcely mindset, like about money, about things, about clothes, like, oh, I'm never gonna find a shirt like that again, or this month, you know, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like, well, I'm never gonna see money again. And it's like, no, that's a lie. Like, this month is really tough, and yeah, we're having to find new ways to make money. Yeah, we're having to look at new jobs and stuff, but I just keep saying to myself, you know, the money is all gonna come back twice. You know what I mean? I think that you have to be delusional in order to fully really change your mind, to really change and create something different. And so I know, like, even on TikTok and with so many motivational videos, I know a lot of them, like, you do your affirmations and do your mantras, and I'm a big overthinker. I'm in my head a lot. My heart has a lot to say. I'm an empath. I feel a lot. I think a lot. And I feel like I'm in control of the show, but the truth of the matter is, like, sometimes we don't. Like, how much of our current existence is in our subconscious versus our conscious. And this is why I had to fire my life coaching, because for me, it was all done on a conscious level. And could they not? And so, like, with my therapist, all of our work is done on the subconscious level. And like today I was talking with my girl, and we were talking about, at lunch, we were talking about high school, and all this anxiety came up, and I realized like how much, like, I like to joke around and be like, all my issues are because of childhood, and don't get me wrong, it's very true, but also I'm beginning to see that there has been a lot of different traumas, like in high school, and like not fitting in, and like, fuck high school, you know what I mean? Fuck that shit. And I never really processed that, and I'm just sitting here like 29, like, look at me and all my unprocessed traumas. But I could see it, and then I'm like, you know what, Chrissy, like, I don't have, could they stop? I don't have therapy or anything today, but I'm like, yo, I could feel the anxiety come up. And for me, like, I just can't mantra away, you know, my negativity. I can't mantra away my traumas. Like, I have to write them down. And so, like, if I just write them down, and if I just like pour into it and be like, this is how I felt in high school. And I realized, like, back in high school, I didn't feel enough. And I was like, that is where my issues have begun. Well, you know, the childhood, you know, is where it began, but it began to get worse in high school. Like, a lot of my issues, and so many of my issues today, of like not feeling enough and all these things, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating, because my girl, when she was talking about, she goes, oh, I could go back and all these things, and I'm like, I don't ever want to step foot back in fucking high school, never want to step foot back in there. I think American high schools are the most traumatizing thing that you could do to a child, because you take American society, which values materialism and who you know, and all these different things, and then you put a child into that, and that's all they can see and that's all they can believe. And as a Asian American and a minority woman, like, I did go to predominantly white high school. Like, I grew up in the Bay, so it was very diverse, but it was still very traumatizing because we didn't have a lot of money. So I wasn't in the top fields, of high school. I wasn't that cool. I wasn't cool in high school. You know what I mean? But what that did to me mentally, now that I'm in my late 20s, is I still have that mindset of, well, like, I'm not good enough, I'm not cool enough, I don't have enough. And it really ingrained within my mind this scarcity mindset. And I guess I was talking to my friend, and I was like, I don't think I've outlived my high school experience. And I'm 29, and high school ended, 18? When did you start high school? 18, 17, 16, 15. Oh my God, what a baby. Yeah. Could they stop? Is it not fixed already? And so what I would like to say is that, you have to be very, when you are, as an adult, if you have not fully if your high school experience wasn't great and you haven't fully processed all of that, like, I will say a lot of my unworthiness, a lot of my issues with men, a lot of it stemmed from that high school experience. And I've realized I'm still within, high school mindset almost, to an extent or to a degree. Like, I'm trying to fit into a box and I'm not a box. You know what I mean? Alicia Keys, her book talks a lot about that, of like, you're always in a box, you know what I mean? And you're just trying to find your own voice, you're trying to find your own space, and you're trying to find your own self-expression. And I thought that was really refreshing, because I think a lot of the times of what we see today, like within culture and on TikTok, is we see so much positivity. Don't even get me wrong, we see so much motivation, and I love it. And we see women being strong and courageous and all these things, but you know what? I want to see someone have a meltdown, because we'll be having a lot of them, and it'll be lonely. And it's like, in order to get to that point of feeling really strong, good, and confident within who you are, if you didn't grow up within that ecosystem, it takes a lot of work to reprogram. You know what I mean? Like, I spent an entire week last week where I'm like, 8 hours a day, reprogram. And I would make myself journal over and over, cross out limiting beliefs, rewrite something new. And for me, that works. You know what I mean? I think there's a scientific study about writing something down in your own handwriting that's huge. You have to get out the negative shit that's in your brain, the limiting beliefs. You have to get them out. You have to put them onto paper, and you have to start saying, fuck this shit. This isn't working for me. And to get out of my depression, it's one of the biggest things I did, because I realized that I just wasn't very happy, and I had to start literally writing, I am worthy of being happy. I am worthy of being happy. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of smiling. I am worthy of joy. I am worthy of enjoying my job. I am worthy of, more money that's coming to me, So you have to, it starts right here. It really does start by getting all that negativity out, and by really reprogramming. Because I love a good positive affirmation as well. But until you begin to sit down, and really, really rewrite it, reprogram it. And I love I am statements, they're great. But if you have trauma from your childhood or adolescence, you need to get out that trauma by writing it out, or by speaking it out. Sometimes I'll do some videos where I'll just have me expressing, the trauma, and talk about it, and, kind of play my own therapist with it. That works really well too. So yeah, that's what this video is about. yeah, thanks for watching. I just had to get my 2 cents on it, just kind of share my journey of like what I'm going through, what I'm doing to change, because I think we all need a little bit of help. We all need a little bit of assistance with it. We're all just trying to figure life out. None of us are perfect. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any comments. What's your journey like been on trying to change and trying to get into a more positive mindset? Let me know. I'd love to hear. I'd love to try out what you've been doing. Thanks. Peace.